Canada, a land of breathtaking landscapes and untamed wilderness, is not just a paradise for nature lovers, it's also a place of scientific marvels and mysteries. From the towering peaks of the Rockies to the serene waters of its countless lakes, Canada's beauty masks secrets that have sent shivers down the spines of scientists. Join us as we explore the top 15 discoveries in Canada that have both fascinated and frightened scientists. Number 15. Remains of children at former Kamloops Indian Residential School. The discovery of the over 200 unmarked graves at the former Kamloops Indian Residential School raises critical questions about the circumstances that led to the deaths of these children. This residential school was part of a broader system established by the Canadian government aimed at forcibly assimilating Indigenous peoples into Euro-Canadian culture. The schools were notorious for their harsh conditions, neglect, and abuse, which contributed to significant trauma and loss of life among students. Many Indigenous children were removed from their families and communities, often with little support or resources. The school's environment was rife with fear and suffering, as children faced strict discipline, isolation, and emotional abuse. Reports of inadequate nutrition, poor medical care, and rampant disease were common, leading to illness and, tragically, death. The exact causes of the deaths of the children found in Kamloops remain largely unknown. However, historical accounts suggest that many students succumbed to illnesses such as tuberculosis, which spread rapidly in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions. Others may have died as a result of physical abuse or neglect. The lack of records regarding these deaths complicates the investigation. Many families never learned what happened to their children, and the secrecy surrounding the residential school system has left lasting scars on Indigenous communities. The Tecumlupsta First Nation is now working to piece together this painful history, seeking to honor the memories of those lost and to provide answers to the families affected. This discovery highlights the urgent need for reconciliation, acknowledgement of past injustices, and a commitment to protecting Indigenous rights and cultures in Canada. Number 14. Spotted Lake in Canada. Spotted Lake, located near Osoyoos in British Columbia, Canada, is one of the country's most unique and visually striking natural wonders. This saline endorheic alkali lake is renowned for its colorful, polka-dotted appearance, which emerges prominently during the summer months. The lake has been revered by the Indigenous Okanagan people for centuries and is known as Kliluk in their language. The lake's distinctive spots are caused by its high concentration of minerals, including magnesium sulfate, calcium, and sodium sulfates. As the summer heat evaporates much of the lake's water, these minerals crystallize to form an array of colorful spots. Depending on the mineral composition, the spots can range in color from white and yellow to green and blue. The result is a stunning mosaic of contrasting hues that appear almost otherworldly. Spotted Lake was discovered by European settlers in the early 19th century, but it has long been considered a sacred site by the Okanagan people. They believed the lake had therapeutic properties and used its mineral-rich mud and water for healing purposes. The Indigenous community still holds the lake in high regard, and it remains a symbol of their cultural heritage. Scientific interest in Spotted Lake began in the 20th century when researchers started studying its unique mineral composition and the geological processes that create its striking appearance. The lake's high mineral content is attributed to runoff from nearby hills, which carry mineral deposits into the lake basin. Despite its beauty and scientific significance, Spotted Lake is protected as a cultural and ecological site. The area around the lake is fenced off to preserve its delicate environment and cultural importance. Visitors can view the lake from a distance, ensuring that its unique ecosystem remains undisturbed. Spotted Lake's surreal and vibrant appearance continues to fascinate both locals and tourists. Its blend of natural beauty, cultural significance, and scientific intrigue makes it a must-see destination for anyone exploring the wonders of British Columbia. Number 13. Capilano Suspension Bridge located in Vancouver. Suspended high above the lush rainforests of Vancouver, the Capilano Suspension Bridge is a breathtaking marvel that draws adventurers and nature lovers from around the globe. Spanning 137 meters across and hanging 70 meters above the Capilano River, this iconic bridge offers a thrilling experience along with stunning views of the surrounding landscape. The bridge's origins date back to 1889, when Scottish engineer George Grant Mackay built it as a simple rope bridge to connect his cabin to the mainland. Over the years, it has undergone significant renovations, evolving into the robust steel structure we see today. Despite its modern construction, the bridge retains a sense of history. Visitors to the Capilano Suspension Bridge Park are treated to more than just the bridge itself. The park features a network of treetop walkways and nature trails, immersing guests in the rich biodiversity of the coastal rainforest. The treetop walkways, suspended up to 30 meters above the forest floor, provide a unique perspective of the towering Douglas firs and diverse wildlife. What baffles many about the Capilano Suspension Bridge is not just its height and length, but the incredible engineering that allows it to sway gently in the wind while remaining stable. This design ensures a thrilling yet safe experience for the thousands of visitors who cross it each year. Number 12. A remarkable discovery in Alberta. In a groundbreaking find, paleontologists uncovered the nearly complete skull of a horned dinosaur in the Alberta Badlands, measuring over 6 feet in length. This astonishing discovery has ignited excitement in the scientific community and provided new insights into the lives of these prehistoric giants. The skull, believed to belong to a species of ceratopsian, was unearthed during a routine excavation in the region known for its rich fossil deposits. Alberta's Badlands, with its unique geological formations, have long been a treasure trove for paleontologists, but this find is particularly significant due to its exceptional size and condition. Researchers first identified the skull during a field survey, revealing intricate details about the dinosaur's structure that had remained hidden for millions of years. What baffles scientists is not just the impressive size of the skull, but also the implications it holds for our understanding of dinosaur evolution and behavior. The presence of well-preserved features, such as the distinct frills and horns, offers clues about mating displays, species identification, and potential defense mechanisms against predators. Moreover, this discovery raises questions about the environment these dinosaurs inhabited. The Alberta Badlands were once lush and teeming with life, and finding such a large skull suggests that these creatures thrived in a complex ecosystem. As researchers continue to study the fossil, they hope to uncover more about the life cycle, diet, and social behavior of this massive horned dinosaur. Number 11. Canadian pyrosomes. In the depths of Canada's coastal waters, a remarkable marine organism has been capturing attention: the pyrosome. These fascinating creatures, resembling a glowing gelatinous tube, can grow up to several meters long and are often mistaken for jellyfish. However, pyrosomes are actually colonies of genetically identical individuals, known as zooids, working together to thrive in their oceanic habitat. First discovered in the 18th century, pyrosomes were initially thought to be single organisms. It wasn't until later that researchers recognized their colonial nature. These captivating creatures are typically found in warm, nutrient-rich waters, but in recent years, they've been spotted further north, prompting scientists to investigate the factors driving their migration. What makes pyrosomes particularly intriguing is their bioluminescence. When disturbed, they emit a mesmerizing blue-green light, a defense mechanism that can confuse predators. This ethereal glow, combined with their translucent bodies, creates a stunning visual spectacle, especially during nighttime observations. The baffling aspect of pyrosomes is their sudden population explosions. In some regions, they can appear in overwhelming numbers, creating pyrosome blooms. These blooms can significantly impact local ecosystems as they consume vast amounts of phytoplankton and compete with fish for food. Researchers are keen to understand the environmental triggers behind these blooms and their implications for marine food webs. As scientists continue to study Canadian pyrosomes, they unveil more about their biology, behavior, and role in ocean ecosystems. Number 10. Unique grove of twisted aspen trees. In a secluded corner of Saskatchewan, Canada, lies a grove of trees that defies nature's norms. The Crooked Bush. This unique grove of twisted aspen trees, located near the village of Hafford, has baffled scientists and enchanted visitors for decades. Unlike typical aspens, which grow straight and tall, these trees twist and contort in bizarre shapes, creating a surreal, almost magical landscape. The discovery of the Crooked Bush dates back to the early 20th century when local settlers first stumbled upon this peculiar grove. Initially, the trees were a local curiosity, their strange forms attributed to various folk tales and superstitions. Some speculated that the trees were cursed or that the land was haunted, adding a layer of mystique to the grove. What makes the Crooked Bush particularly fascinating is the fact that only this small grove exhibits such extreme twisting, while surrounding aspen trees grow normally. The cause of this phenomenon remains a mystery. Scientists have examined the trees for genetic mutations, environmental factors, and even soil composition, but none of these investigations have yielded a definitive explanation. One prevailing theory suggests that a genetic mutation may have caused the trees to grow in this unusual manner, but why this mutation is isolated to this specific area is still unknown. Visitors to the Crooked Bush are often struck by the otherworldly atmosphere of the grove. The twisted trunks and gnarled branches create an eerie yet beautiful scene, especially when sunlight filters through the canopy, casting strange shadows on the forest floor. The grove has become a popular spot for photographers and nature enthusiasts, drawn by the trees' unusual shapes and the sense of mystery that surrounds them. Number 9. 110-million-year-old nodosaur in Canada. In 2011, a routine mining operation in Western Canada led to a groundbreaking discovery that stunned the world. Miners at the Millennium Mine, located 17 miles north of Fort McMurray in Alberta, accidentally unearthed one of the most well-preserved dinosaur fossils ever found. This incredible find was a nodosaur, a herbivorous dinosaur that roamed the Earth approximately 110 million years ago. The nodosaur, named Borealopelta, was an 18-foot-long, 3,000-pound armored dinosaur. The conditions under which this dinosaur was preserved were so optimal that the fossil appears almost as if the creature had died only weeks ago. This remarkable state of preservation has provided scientists with an unprecedented glimpse into the life and death of this Cretaceous period dinosaur. The discovery was made by Sean Funk, a heavy machinery operator who was working on a mining project when his excavator struck something solid. What initially appeared to be walnut-brown rocks turned out to be the fossilized remains of the nodosaur. The fossil was so intact that the front half of the dinosaur, from snout to hips, was recovered in astonishing detail. Borealopelta's preservation is attributed to its thick armor and the tile-like plates that covered its body. Scientists believe that the dinosaur met its end when it was swept away by floodwaters and carried out to sea, where it sank to the ocean floor and was buried under layers of sediment. This anoxic environment, devoid of oxygen, prevented decomposition and allowed for exceptional preservation of the dinosaur's skin and armor. This discovery has provided invaluable insights into the anatomy and lifestyle of nodosaurs. The fossil's incredible detail, including the preserved skin and armor, allows paleontologists to study its physical characteristics and speculate on its behavior and environment. Number 8. Nahanni National Park Reserve. Nestled in the remote regions of the Northwest Territories, Nahanni National Park Reserve is a breathtaking and enigmatic wilderness that captures the imagination of all who visit. Established in 1976 and designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1978, this pristine park spans over 30,000 square kilometers, encompassing dramatic landscapes, rich biodiversity, and fascinating geological formations. The park's centerpiece is the South Nahanni River, which meanders through deep canyons, cascading waterfalls, and lush spruce forests. Virginia Falls, twice the height of Niagara Falls, is a spectacular highlight, plunging 96 meters into a misty abyss. The river's winding course offers thrilling opportunities for whitewater rafting and kayaking, drawing adventure enthusiasts from around the globe. Nahanni's history is steeped in mystery and legend. Indigenous peoples, including the Dean, have revered the area for centuries, weaving tales of its spiritual significance. European explorers first documented the region in the 19th century, but it wasn't until the mid-20th century that its true natural wonders became widely known. Prospectors searching for gold stumbled upon the park's remote beauty, sparking interest in its preservation. One of the most baffling aspects of Nahanni is its Valley of the Headless Men. This eerie name originates from mysterious and gruesome discoveries in the early 1900s when several prospectors were found decapitated, their deaths remaining unsolved to this day. These chilling events have fueled myths and legends, adding to the park's mystique. Ecologically, Nahanni is a sanctuary for diverse wildlife, including grizzly bears, caribou, and Dall's sheep. Its unique karst topography, characterized by sinkholes, caves, and hot springs, creates a haven for rare plant species. The park's pristine environment and geological wonders offer invaluable insights into Earth's natural history. Number 7. Mummified baby mammoth. In a remarkable discovery, miner Travis Mudry unearthed a mummified baby mammoth in the Klondike goldfields of Canada's Yukon Territory. While cutting into a wall of permafrost, or permanently frozen earth, Mudry, like other miners, was performing a process known as placer mining. This method involves clearing away thick, icy soil to reach gold deposits hidden in stream beds. During this routine mining operation, a chunk of frozen earth popped off the wall, revealing something extraordinary: the remains of a dark, shiny animal with short legs. Initially, Mudry suspected it was a mummified baby buffalo. However, as he inspected the creature, he noted its skin, fur, and a nub of a tail. The defining moment came when he spotted a trunk, confirming that he had discovered a baby mammoth. The significance of this find was immense. The mummified mammoth was carefully wrapped in a tarp and transported to a nearby location for a ceremonial event, attended by scientists, miners, politicians, and Trondak elders. During the ceremony, the elders offered a blessing and named the mammoth Nuncho-ga, which means big baby animal in the hen language. Preliminary examinations suggest that Nuncho-ga is a female who was likely around a month old when she died over 30,000 years ago. The geological context of her discovery indicates she was probably grazing on the treeless grasslands when she wandered from her mother and got stuck in the mud, leading to her untimely demise. The preservation of Nuncho-ga is extraordinary. Her intact skin, fur, and even her tiny trunk provide scientists with invaluable insights into the life and environment of Ice Age megafauna. The discovery of Nuncho-ga offers a rare glimpse into the past, allowing researchers to study the anatomy and conditions of a species that roamed the Earth tens of thousands of years ago. This mummified baby mammoth not only enriches our understanding of prehistoric life, but also underscores the serendipitous nature of scientific discoveries. Number 6. Fossils of oldest jellyfish. A groundbreaking discovery in Canada has unveiled the oldest preserved adult jellyfish ever found, dating back 505 million years. The fossils, encased within rock at the Burgess Shale Fossil Site, represent a remarkable find given the jellyfish's composition of 95% water and their propensity for rapid decay. Scientists were astonished by the exceptionally preserved remains of various marine creatures, including these ancient jellyfish. Now housed at the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto, these fossils provide invaluable insights into early marine life. Jean-Bernard Caron, a paleontologist at the Royal Ontario Museum, highlighted the extraordinary preservation of these fossils. The jellyfish species, named Burgessomedusa phasmiformis, offers a fascinating glimpse into ancient marine ecosystems. Discovered by Joe Moisiuk and his team from the University of Toronto, this new species has a ghost-like appearance, reminiscent of a character from the video game Pac-Man due to its unique body shape. The jellyfish measures about 20 centimeters long, with a bell-shaped body and over 90 tentacles fringing its edge. Caught in an undersea mudflow around 500 million years ago, these jellyfish were rapidly buried, leading to their exceptional preservation. This ancient jellyfish closely resembles modern counterparts, showcasing an early example of a complex life cycle involving both polyp and medusa stages. Polyps, the initial phase of a jellyfish's life, dwell on the seafloor and reproduce asexually. Later, they mature into medusas, capable of swimming freely and mating with other jellyfish. Although fossils of polyps dating back 560 million years have been found previously, this discovery marks the first definitive evidence of a large swimming jellyfish from that era. It suggests that jellyfish had already developed their complex life cycle at least 500 million years ago, offering new perspectives on the evolution of marine life. All right, guys, it's time for our subscribers' pick. In the remote, icy wilderness of Canada, scientists have stumbled upon a discovery that both fascinates and chills to the bone. The photograph depicts a surreal and otherworldly ice formation that has left researchers and adventurers alike in awe. These colossal ice structures, resembling eerie, tentacled creatures, were discovered in an isolated region where temperatures plummet to extreme lows. The formations are a product of unique weather conditions and the interaction of ice, wind, and water over countless winters. What makes this discovery particularly startling is the almost sentient appearance of the ice, as if the glacier itself has taken on a life form. Scientists believe these formations are created through a combination of sublimation. The photo captures the sheer scale of these formations, with human figures dwarfed by the towering ice structures. What do you think might be responsible for these eerie formations? Share your opinions in the comment section. Number 5. The Hair Freezing Contest. Every winter, Canada hosts one of the most unique and whimsical events you can imagine, the Hair Freezing Contest. Taking place in the picturesque town of Whitehorse, Yukon, this quirky competition invites brave participants to freeze their hair into artistic shapes, creating a winter wonderland of icy hairstyles. Locals began experimenting with styling their hair outdoors in sub-zero conditions. The first official contest was held in 2011, quickly gaining popularity as a way to celebrate winter while fostering community spirit and creativity. The first prize is $2,000. Participants typically prepare for the event by soaking their hair in water before stepping outside to let the cold do its magic. As temperatures plunge, their locks transform into stunning icicles, often resembling elaborate sculptures. Contestants showcase their frozen hairstyles, which range from whimsical spikes to intricate braids, and judges award prizes for the most impressive designs. What baffles many about this contest is the sheer dedication of participants who willingly expose themselves to freezing temperatures for the sake of fun. The event captures the essence of Canadian resilience and the ability to find joy in even the coldest conditions. So if you find yourself in the Yukon during winter, don't miss the chance to witness this frosty spectacle. Number 4. Greenwater of Gold Stream. In a bizarre twist that skipped straight to St. Patrick's Day, a group of pranksters transformed the Gold Stream River near Victoria, British Columbia, into a vibrant, neon green spectacle. Onlookers were stunned as the once pristine waterway resembled a pool of antifreeze, sparking fears that the precious salmon spawning grounds had fallen victim to an environmental disaster. However, the province's Ministry of Environment quickly put those worries to rest. Lab results confirmed that the mysterious substance responsible for the eye-catching color was fluorescin, a synthetic organic compound commonly used in testing sanitary water systems. The product itself and its products of degradation are not toxic, the ministry stated, assuring the public that fish and their habitat remained unharmed. Bob Beckett, chief of the Langford Fire Rescue, noted that it was evident from the start that the incident stemmed from a prank. Observations of a nearby fountain turning the same shade of green suggested a playful but costly joke rather than a hazardous spill. Kaylee Gates, a naturalist at Goldstream Provincial Park, expressed concern despite the non-toxic nature of fluorescin. The introduction of outside materials into the waterway could potentially disrupt the delicate balance of the habitat. Witnesses like Jane London were equally taken aback by the sudden transformation. "It looked like antifreeze. It really didn't look like anything you would expect to see," she remarked. Initially fearing a chemical spill, she later attributed the vibrant change to vandalism, reflecting the broader concerns about the impact on the local wildlife. Number 3. Hybrid of polar and grizzly bears. Growler bears, a rare hybrid of grizzly bears and polar bears, have been spotted in Canada's Arctic. The term growler is derived from combining grizzly and polar, highlighting their mixed heritage. Despite their rarity, these hybrids raise important questions about the future of polar bears amidst changing climates. The existence of growlars was confirmed through a study published in the journal Conservation Genetics Resources. North American researchers used DNA analysis of bear samples collected between 1975 and 2015 to investigate the prevalence of hybrid bears. Grizzly bears, typically found in forested and mountainous regions, are also experiencing changes in their environment. As temperatures rise, some of the grizzly's traditional habitats are becoming less hospitable, prompting these bears to explore new territories, including the Arctic regions inhabited by polar bears. This increased overlap in ranges sets the stage for hybridization between the two species. Experts believe that while growlars are still rare, their existence highlights the profound effects of climate change on wildlife. The reduction in suitable habitat for both polar and grizzly bears is driving them into closer contact, resulting in these unexpected hybrids. Scientists are concerned that hybridization may not bode well for the future of polar bears. Polar bears are uniquely adapted to the Arctic environment, and their hybrids with grizzlies may lack the specialized traits necessary to thrive in such a harsh climate. The study of growlar bears provides valuable insights into the ways climate change is reshaping ecosystems and affecting species interactions. As global warming continues to disrupt natural habitats, monitoring and conservation efforts become increasingly crucial to protect both polar bears and grizzly bears and to understand the long-term implications of these hybridizations. Number 2. The Inuit village disappearance. The disappearance of the Inuit village near Lake Anjikuni in Nunavut, Canada, is one of the most perplexing mysteries in Canadian history. This chilling event reportedly occurred in the winter of 1930, when a fur trapper named Joe LaBelle ventured into the area and stumbled upon an eerie sight: an entire village that seemed to have vanished without a trace. LaBelle found abandoned tents and belongings scattered about, but most unsettling was the absence of its inhabitants. There were no signs of struggle or distress. The villagers had seemingly left everything behind, from food supplies to personal items. The only hint of their fate came from a smoldering fire, suggesting they had left in haste. As word spread about the discovery, it sparked widespread speculation and concern. Some theories suggested that the villagers may have succumbed to a sudden illness, while others speculated about possible attacks from wild animals or even supernatural causes. Local authorities investigated but found no concrete evidence to explain the mass disappearance. Adding to the intrigue, there were reports of sightings of the villagers in the years following their disappearance, though these claims remain largely anecdotal. The mystery deepened as researchers began to examine local Inuit legends, some of which hinted at a curse or a connection to the spirit world. Despite numerous investigations and theories, the fate of the villagers remains unresolved, leaving behind an enduring enigma that continues to fascinate historians and mystery enthusiasts. Number 1. 14,000-year-old settlement. An astonishing archaeological find on Tree Island in British Columbia has unveiled one of the oldest human settlements in North America, estimated to be around 14,000 years old. Situated about 500 kilometers northwest of Victoria, this ancient village sheds light on early human civilization in North America. The discovery was made during an excavation on a rocky spit, where researchers uncovered a treasure trove of artifacts, including fire-starting tools, fish hooks, and spears, all dating back to the Ice Age. These findings offer a remarkable glimpse into the daily lives of the island's early inhabitants, illustrating their skills in hunting, fishing, and survival in a harsh environment. Leading the excavation is Alicia Govreau, a PhD student in anthropology at the University of Victoria, who is part of the Hakai Institute's research team. The artifacts discovered are not only crucial for understanding prehistoric life, but also resonate with the oral histories of the Heiltsuk Nation, the First Nations community native to the area. Their ancestral stories speak of a long-standing connection to the land, validating the significance of this archaeological site. The tools and structures found in this site reveal complex social behaviors and resource management strategies, challenging previous notions of Ice Age societies as primitive. As excavation continues, researchers hope to uncover more about the settlement's inhabitants, their culture, and their interactions with the changing environment. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching.